Yeah, there's a lot going on. And I swear, like, I click on one video, and all of a sudden, like, that's all my feed is, are dumb people at the range. Like, I guess it's just the nature of beast. Like, if you watch a couple, like, all of a sudden they're like, this guy likes seeing dumb people.
Bots tracking you.
Yeah.
On one hand, it can be helpful.
Big brother.
People don't
Big brother.
like it.
Yeah, this popped up in my feed last night.
No, it didn't.
Mm-hmm.
It did not.
Yep.
Really?
Candy bar?
Just for talking about
We ran a test.
We're live? Okay. We're live. You know, what we do here is we click all the buttons to make us go live on YouTube, and then we click all the buttons to make us go live on Facebook. So when we're talking, we're killing time because we may be live on one and not the other. So a little behind the scenes for you. Hey, welcome to Gun Talk Live. You've got Kevin Jarnagin, Ryan Gresham, known as KJ.
Yeah.
No one calls me RG, pretty much.
They should.
You know, it's happened, but it's not common. And we're going to be monitoring your comments. So while you're watching this, please comment and questions, and I don't know, maybe you have something.
Whatever.
Better to say than less.
But yeah, I'm monitoring the Facebook comments, or YouTube comments.
The YouTubes?
He's on the Facebook. It's giveaway time. So you guys join in and all that good stuff, but the Razor XVs actually went to Mr. Mike Ellison, which is kind of funny because I know where he'll be using these. He'll be using them out at Foulboard Precision.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so out in Oklahoma. So
another thing that's nice about these is...
You just thought about this like now from last week?
Just another thing that I like about earbuds or electronic earbuds, any of that, is when you're talking about Foulboard Precision, getting a good cheek weld, whether it's in prone on a rifle. If you have big muffs, it can be weird, and certainly shotguns.
Even the slim razors from Walkers. Even you have a hard time getting a full.
Yeah, it just depends for your face or how you're sitting. But anyway, I like it for that reason.
It's solid. It's solid. So, but anyway, that's who won this week. Also, if you guys aren't aware, this week is the last week to enter to win the Brownells carbine.
Yeah, if you're from Maine, it's carbine.
Carbine?
It's a carbine.
But
it's like one of the original carbines out there. I mean, this was like a special makeup in Vietnam that I believe Special Forces kind of requested, and so they made the barrel smaller. They held the stuff, or smaller, shorter. This does have a shorter barrel, but the muzzle device on the front is pinned so that you don't have to deal with short barrel rifle regulations. But it's a sweet gun.
Yeah, enter to win. Just go to guntalk.com/win and you'll get all the instructions there on how to enter. Real easy, but this is the last week, so get in there, get it done.
We're really giving away stuff. We really send this stuff to people.
Yeah, we really do. But anyway, we'll move on. Oklahoma. And actually, a funny thing is Mike Ellison, his comment was specifically about the Oklahoma coyote hunt. Turned hog hunt, turned snake hunt.
Yes.
Snakes are getting out, and I know there's a polar cyclone heading across like the plains right now, which is a bomb cycle, or is what they're calling it, which is kind of odd. Snow bomb.
Snow bomb?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Really?
So
this is that time of year. I'm down in the south. This is that time of year for you guys up in north, where you're like, for the love of God, it's March. Can winter please be over?
Let it stop.
Can the snow please stop?
Can we stop coming up with new names for stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, naming the storms?
The polar vortex.
Yeah.
Used to be an Alberta Clipper.
An Alberta Clipper?
Yeah, same thing.
It sounds like a dance
it goes
move.
up and, or a drink, or a nice drink at a bar.
Yeah, I'll take an Alberta Clipper.
It's time to
I'll have
Google
two
it.
of those, please.
So anyway, he wanted to know about the Oklahoma hunt, and that got us thinking. And we were out filming at the range yesterday, and it got us to thinking about, snakes as warmer weather starts to head our way. Snakes are going to be out moving around, and we got into a little bit of a snake hunt. But what gun and gear would you not leave without to go on a snake hunt. And
Well, first of all, would you go on a snake hunt? I know there's a lot of people going, no thanks. But the Gun Talk crew did just that on a snake hunt.
yeah, and
I don't know why.
I'm far away.
I don't know why, but yeah, they got shotgun,
Mossberg, just a little Mossberg 410, and
and then he's
honestly,
poking it. I love this. Why?
that was a big snake.
Yeah.
That snake was a monster.
How many snakes did you guys shoot?
9
You shot 9?
rattlesnakes.
how long?
Western Diamondback. It was about a 40-minute time. 40-minute
40
time
minutes?
frame. And in about a, I mean, Jace was there in
It's like
about
Indiana Jones. You're walking around a snake
300,
pit.
350 yards
Yeah.
that we traversed. I mean, and you're just looking over the edge. But they weren't.
No.
It was a mid 60s type day, and so they all come out of their dens, they sun themselves, and they go back in at night.
No. A snake hunt means I'm looking out for snakes, so I don't, and then I can walk away from the snakes.
Right. Oh yeah.
But your snake hunt was like we're gonna go towards the snakes.
Yes, we're gonna go towards them. And if anybody
God,
knows me, I'm not a fan of snakes. That's the last place I really want to be. I'm wearing a pair of lacrosse adders in the.
I mean, they're snake
boots.
boots.
They're dedicated
Up to the knee.
up to just below the knee.
Yeah.
But they work great. They're phenomenal boots. I've only been struck by one snake, and it hit the boots. No
really?
problems. Yeah. But it's a Colt snake gun, CCI shot shells. Now we did a little film yesterday, and we're not going to give away too much, but you actually, kind of as a backyard defense when these snakes are
Right.
coming out, because you back up right next to a river.
We're
where
down
there's-
here in the swamp, and we don't have Well, there are rattlesnakes here. Actually, little fun fact for you: Louisiana has every type of poisonous snake in North America.
Every type.
Yes, every type.
Why
of
didn't you
poisonous
tell me
snake.
that before I
I
moved?
didn't, that's why I didn't tell you before you moved here. But they have the really bad ones that like coral
Yeah.
snake which will literally kill you in
Yes.
minutes.
Oh yeah.
But they have all the rattlesnakes, all the stuff.
Hootie Who says 22 long rifle, and that's what we were kind of doing a video over.
Rick says Remington 870 12 gauge. That'll do it.
Yeah, that'll
do it.
kill all of them. But the 410, being able to have a little bit of distance, I'm glad I had it. For that, shotguns for me is better because I can control the trigger's easier for me, and as opposed to like a DASA type gun.
Right.
Sure.
So snake hunting. If you have any snake hunting stories, let us know. Or your favorite snake hunting gear, let us know.
Waiters. we got
yeah.
that. I don't know. But waiters. If they made honestly, if they made a whole suit made of snake-proof material, I'd probably wear that.
I tell you what I'm interested in. I don't know how they really do this, but in Florida, the pythons. Hunting
No.
pythons.
Those are like those.
But you kind of just drive around and wait for them
Yeah,
to be laying
crossing
on
the
the
road,
roads or
yeah.
something, which is strange. But those suckers get
That
up
would be
to like 10 feet,
yes,
more.
16 foot. Well,
Oh, yeah.
What would your snake gun be at that? And I think the Remington 870 in a 12 gauge would be ideal.
Maybe like 4-shot. Well, you could do it with birdshot. I just
You
want like a
could.
full choke
yeah.
birdshot.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
that's you're talking about a head on a snake that big.
I want the taxidermy on that sucker.
No,
12
because
foot
I'd
long
freak out
python.
every time I walk in the door.
It'd be awesome.
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
Nope.
We could take like hours to figure out how we'd have him positioned in the taxidermy. So
You got to do it where you can get like he's coming around you. You have to be able to step in and go.
into it, yes.
Yeah, that's how you'd have to do it.
All right, that may have to be. That's put on the bucket list. 50 cal for big snake.
Yes.
Rick says.
Who said that?
Rick Rasnick.
Rasnick, you're gonna win whatever we're gonna give away this week because that's the only answer. Shot from distance.
Yeah, trot line, water moccasin. Yeah, we have water moccasins down here, and they're
yep.
kind of ornery. They're mean.
cantankerous.
Yeah.
458 SOCOM, not a bad option either.
Sure.
It'll be
Bring enough gun. Jeez. I use a 22 with rat shot on.
Yeah,
snakes.
and the rat shot you were using was, I mean, it didn't,
It's little. It's nothing, but
but it worked. I mean,
Yeah.
or
I can be 4 or 5 feet away and pop them.
right. And it's a
Easy-
22.
Easy to carry around.
Yeah. And it held together. The pattern actually held together
Yeah.
pretty well.
We'll have a little video coming out on that because it's kind of surprising how well it works.
Yeah.
Kevin Bryant says hello from Cleo Springs, Oklahoma.
Oh, Cleo Springs, man. I'm from Oklahoma and I don't even know where that
You don't know
is.
what it is?
But okay, I think we're gonna move on to some cringe-worthy videos. So
Every week we talk about, pretty much every week we talk about take new people shooting. It's a great thing to do to introduce more people to guns and shooting. Typically they have a great time. They get more familiar and more comfortable with guns, and typically are kind of on our side maybe a little bit more about the
Yeah.
gun issue. That being said, there's a right way and there's a wrong way to bring new people shooting. There's a couple videos we pulled from this week that are the wrong way.
And if you're watching this, it is very cringeworthy. You're going to come out of your seat. You're going to hit the ground. You're going to drop your phone. Just a warning.
Michael, we're gonna do one at a time.
That's gonna go both.
Okay,
Yeah, we're gonna go
all right.
both.
Let's run these 2 videos. Take a look.
No.
Yeah. So he shoots the gun and then he
gosh.
points it at this child's head. Oh
I
gosh.
saw one of the,
Oh my lord.
and
She's
here-
sort of trying to load the gun. I'm gonna point at my boyfriend's chest, and then the range officer comes in and says, "No, we're not doing that." Thank God. Okay, so I think both of these. Here's my takeaway from these. Okay, obviously the 4 safety rules always apply, and you need to have a safety briefing with new people when you're bringing them out.
Yes, that's important.
That being said, you can have a safety briefing for 10 or 15 minutes and tell them all about the safety stuff, but if it's their first time out, it probably hasn't really sunk in. It's not part of their being to take your finger off the trigger when you've stopped shooting. So you need to be right there with them, watching them the whole time, right?
Right. And takeaways that I took from these videos are, it doesn't matter who it is. If it's your mom, your grandma, if you're taking them out for the shooting the first time, it's okay to be rude. Like, it's okay to be hovering over. And we're not talking about way back here, watching them shoot.
Right, where they're just...
I'm right here. Like,
Right.
I want to be right here.
Because they're going to go, that was fun!
No. And see, you got a better opportunity to grab hold of that gun.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with getting up in people's business when it comes to first-time shooters.
Yeah, you need to be kind of right off their shoulder where you can just reach in and grab the gun if you have to.
Because he could have stopped him from flagging everybody had he been on his shoulder. Because he could
and
have
same
grabbed...
thing with the girl. Although they were right there together. He must have been loading a mag, distracted or whatever.
Well, that's the takeaway I took on that video. Was he wasn't the range officer, and these both were new shooters. Mm-hmm. He was messing with the camera. He was coming up to adjust the camera.
Oh, he had to get a sweet.
It's all for the Instagram.
Instagram video.
And that's what makes it so frustrating is that we're so fixated on one thing about, got to get this angle right, that he moves ahead of the line, and we all know,
right?
That's when accidents happen.
No texting while driving. Well, how about let's make sure everything's safe before we're taking video and all this stuff and being in our phones.
Yeah. Well, and we actually I should have showed you guys how we'd make the magic. I've got a video of how we've got a camera, a remote camera down at the end of the range shooting back at us, and how we do that. Because we like to maintain safety at all times, and we have to be extra careful with that. So it's basically on a remote. So once Ryan fires the shot, he goes away, down, and then I run in, push the button.
You kind of have a system.
We have a system.
A safety system there.
Yeah.
So just kind of wanted to touch on those. Sometimes if a picture's worth 1,000 words, a video is worth 10,000 words, I guess.
10,000 likes now.
Yeah, 10,000 likes. That's our world.
That's where we're going.
But as examples of what not to do, and maybe just a reminder. So please do take some new people out shooting, take someone out hunting, but you can't take it for granted like you're just taking your buddy out who hunts all the time or whatever. And frankly, even if you're going with somebody who says they shoot a lot, if you haven't been out with them before, you got to keep an eye on them.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like when we're out filming.
Yeah.
I mean, we all make sure, hey, this is what's going on. And everybody kind of repeats the same thing. Everybody knows this is what's happening. And you know, as much as we're around guns, I mean, the rules never change.
Right.
They never change.
Yeah. Rick says, proud moment a couple nights ago was showing a guy my pistol, and he picked it up with his finger on the trigger. My 13-year-old daughter told him to keep his finger off the trigger. That's good stuff right there, Rick. He's been the daughter knows, and she's like, "Hey, Mister, finger off the trigger, buddy."
Yeah.
I like it. Well, and that's the thing.
Yep.
Everyone's a range officer. Anyone can speak up and say,
Don't
"Hey,
be
whoa,
scared. Don't be scared.
watch where you're pointing that gun," or "Finger off the trigger," or whatever it is. That's great.
It only takes once.
Yeah.
It only takes once to ruin a fun day of shooting.
Yeah.
Zigzag Ground Zero. I'm not going to read that comment, but that's a funny story. Did you see that?
You'll have to tune in. We're not going to read it.
Yeah, you'll have to read through the comments.
On
There's some good
YouTube,
ones.
right?
Yeah, YouTube comments. So,
all right. So, just a reminder on new shooter etiquette, safety protocol, all those things.
Next week, filming First Person Defender. We've got our guys lined up. We're ready to go. We're going to be doing some lives from the field. So, guys, tune in next week. And don't forget to join the newsletter. Go on our website, go to the newsletter, subscribe. There's
a good one today.
Tom has a very interesting one today.
Oh.
I'm not gonna give it away. You know what?
So they can sign up for the newsletter.
Sign up for the newsletter.
And if they're not already signed up, you can go to guntalk.com, go to news, and there's a newsletter, and you can see all the archive newsletters and read the one from the day. But you might want to find some ones from previous weeks.
It's all good stuff.
So thanks for watching Gun Talk Live. You guys be safe out there on the range this weekend.